I like how it's kind of made this feel a little more cool. It was a very cold day, so obviously this is where, and we're done. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope it brought you value today. Hi friends, I hope you're having a productive week. I hope it's been full of iced coffee and chocolate covered almonds and friendships that aren't broken. Today we're going to jump into Lightroom and we're going to edit another portrait. Hopefully I can bring you guys some value today. Let's jump in, shall we? Okay friends, we are here in Lightroom. This is the portrait I've chosen for us today. I really enjoyed this portrait. I took it like some 6 months ago. And it got posted in a couple different forms. I think I shared this one, and then I think I shared one of these guys in some various form as well. But I've always been a huge fan of just the kind of natural looking off at something high in the distance kind of profile shot. So I thought this would be a good one to edit. Just a nice, fun portrait. Lots of interesting, subtle colors in there and things of that nature. And good gosh, look at those glasses. So the first thing I noticed, and what I'm already starting to do to this photo, is it is crooked. The background mainly, everything's kind of crooked, but the background's crooked. Now I shot this on a 35mm lens. Which I have mentioned before is a crop sensor lens. So we're seeing vignetting here, so dark corners, aka vignetting. We're also seeing a lot of distortion kind of going on there that you may or may not be able to tell, but I can totally tell that it's there. Because I'm amazing. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to fix some of that. Now I have a preset. We're not using presets today, once again, except for this one, so that I can fix some of these issues. Now, when I click this, holy crap, this is like this person. She was in some sort of accident. There's there's nuclear fallout, something. We're not going after that effect today. So we're going to tone a lot of that back, but I'm glad we fixed some of that distortion. Oh my gosh, this really ruined this photo in about 3 seconds. Wait a second. Oh, there it is. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, so sometimes it doesn't work. That's looking a little more reasonable and life-changing. Okay, there we are. All right, so now we're going to fix this angling issue here. There we are. Yes, Jesus. Okay, and then we're gonna go. I want the when I was sorry, when I was editing it earlier, not fully editing it. I didn't go through the whole process and started. I just was kind of playing around with it and looking to see what I would like to do to the photo and see. I like to see if it's an edit-worthy photo. I kind of just like to feel it out. I immediately knew I wanted to crop this 16:9. And so to kind of do this, and a lot of it was because of the way it was framed. Her head is very close, and especially with the re-angling, that head is going to be really close to the top, and it just feels a little funny. So I'm going to bring it in so it makes a little more sense for my eye, for the head to be that close to the top, to almost give it a bit more of a cinematic kind of look. Hold on, let's bring that over. What? Why is it stuck there? Okay, because it's hitting up here. Okay. So it's gonna have to go one way or another, I think. Yeah, that's what's gonna have to happen. Okay, that's fine. So, probably about right there. I don't want to put her too far over to the right, so we're gonna put her right there. That looks good. Okay. Ish. So we fixed a lot of the angle issues. Well, I could nitpick it and say that still the background is kind of at literally an angle in terms of the way that it was shot. It's not quite straight. That's why a lot of that, I think, crookedness was there. So if I could demonstrate it, it may not be necessary, but what? Perfect. So almost like I shot the photo a bit more this way in terms of the background. Does that make sense? But it looks fine to me. I really enjoy the way it looks, and that's all that matters. So I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna start with some exposure. Just bring that down just a tad, just a little bit, and then we're going to. Should I do the rest of the video like that? That'd be fun. Okay, so exposure and bring it down. It's pretty dead on where I want it to be from the start, which is very rare. But we're going to do some contrast in here as well. So just a little bit of contrast. Just kidding. I'm going to go down to my curves. I do all my dirty work in my curves. And then we're going to just get a nice curve. We're just going for a nice faded filmic look. Always go way too far immediately. Hold on. Oh, geez. This stupid dot. Yeah. My signature faded filmic look. Okay, yeah, that's feeling all right. It's feeling a bit nice. Okay, then we're gonna bring some more contrast, maybe. No, too bad. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, there it is. Now we're cooking with fire. Yes. Okay. That looks good. Okay, so now we're going to bring the saturation down a little bit, as always. Let's go. That's a little much. Let's go in this case. Now, I have to explain. You know, I'm not using presets like I've said many times. You know, like I always try to reiterate. I'm not using presets, and also I'm kind of just trying to play with the look. So don't consider this like the look I always try to go for. This is a very interesting thrift. This is a very interesting, different kind of look subtly that I'm trying to go for. So I'm just playing around, really. And I'm just trying to see how I can make this photo look best if I was editing it from scratch for no apparent end goal, if that makes sense. So when I'm sharing to Instagram, I have a very specific look I'm trying to go for so that I can have consistency. You know, same thing for street people and that kind of thing, and they've kind of coalesced into one look. This is just out of nowhere. I'm just trying to see what I can do and see what kind of look I would go for if I was just sitting down to freeform edit it. So, okay, I'm gonna switch. So I'm gonna switch the light balance to auto and just kind of let it do what it would do automatically. A lot of times it helps out. Sometimes I like how it's kind of made this feel a little more cool. It was a very cold day. So obviously that is where, and we're done. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope it brought you value today. Let's see. I like about right there, maybe. And then some contrast would not hurt in this case, to be honest. I'm also bringing just subtly 10%, bringing up the blacks down at the bottom. And then my highlights, playing with those a little bit. I just jump around. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Guys, oh my gosh. All right. Going to the grain. Grain's important. All right, let's get that where we want it. Yes. Very nice. Okay, that's where I always like to put my grain, for the most part, with some exceptions. Give it a little bit more of a filmic quality, if you will. Should I do some split toning? Oh, no, I'm going to stay away from it today. Maybe later. Teaser. Okay, and skin tones are huge to me. I don't necessarily try to make them look quote-unquote right. That's not my goal. It's more just kind of, I'm just trying to make them look aesthetically pleasing, make them feel nice. If you watch a Coen Brothers movie, the skin tones are probably not quite right all the time. They have, you know, a lot of the movies will have a very warm tone or whatever. Like, it's not, they don't feel true as much, but they feel really nice. They feel very human and really nice, but they're not necessarily, they're not calibrated skin tones, if that makes sense. So, I really like what's going on here. Maybe a little more on the desaturation. And what we're gonna do with vibrance? Let's see. No. Ooh, that's kind of nice. It's punching. It's punching me in the head a little bit. I like that. I like the punch, but I like that too. Oh, geez, that's tough. That is oopsies. Wrong key command. By the way, I'm just for the sake of tutorial, I'm doing Command Z, Shift Command Z back and forth. I live on that, so that's kind of what I'm trying to do here. I like the color it brings in, but I like it there. See, this is the conundrum of a detail-oriented perfectionist artist. My mom would look at this and go, it looks good. That's great. You're done, but I have to, it's all about the 10%. And I think there's a valid argument for such reasoning in many cases. But there is also a valid argument for letting go. Tough thoughts. These are big thoughts, big psychological thoughts. All right, what the hey? I'm gonna play up this like desaturated but vibrant kind of feel. Cause why not? No clarity. No any clarity. Okay, we're gonna bring that down a little bit, tone that back just a smidgen. Just a pint. No, that's a lot. Pint's a lot, isn't it? Just what it? Oh crap! What's a? Hold on. I'm getting a measuring cup. I'm gonna get a measuring cup so that I can see. Oh, this looks dirty. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, I knocked over the mic. Good gosh. I am so sorry, guys. Embarrassing. Okay, I'm back. Here we go. Okay. We're set. Okay. So just 100 milliliters of, I don't even know what I was talking about anymore. All right, we're going to play with the luminance a little bit. Now I have a measuring cup on my desk. Maybe bring that out? No, darken. Yeah, this is fun, man. I don't normally get into all this stuff. Like I don't normally kind of freeform it so hard. I think this is a very life improving practice. Nope. I like this. I kind of like what's happening here. See, reds, you always have to be careful with reds. They will quickly just overpower everything. And sometimes you gotta go to extremes so that you can see. I like, you know what? This looks fine. This really looks good to me. I could hypothetically angle this a little better. I don't know. See, I gotta think as if I was sharing this. That's fine. I don't need to be perfect. That's good. I like it. I really feel kind of nice about this. I'm going to back up a little bit, kind of see how it feels. Why not? I think that's a fun look we have here today. Let's see. Oh, we could bring this maybe down more. No. What if we did that? That's kind of interesting. Fun things. Okay, I think probably about there, and then we can bring the shadows back up just a hair. Oh, and then maybe we can fade it just a little more with our curves, so bringing up all the way down in the shadows or the blacks. Technically, that looks all right. There's a fine balance that I try to strike between very affected, very moody, just like that. But between moody and affected, and I got to get into the blue and green and the red channels one day on here. Yeah, very affected and not affected enough, if that makes sense. So, or too affected and not enough, because I'll look back at my old photos and I'll be like, what was I thinking? I was freaking what the green channels were like, I was doing this and what's going on, you know? So it's I've really tried to find a more subtle approach and find that really fine balance for my look personally, between the two. Something that just feels really nice and subtle, but also intentional and noticeable. All right, I feel good about that. Very good. Awesome. Well, friends, that's it. I hope I brought you some value today. If you have ever liked or commented, or if you have subscribed, thank you so much. I totally appreciate that. Please let me know if I can scratch your itch better. There was some point in the video where I was saying something or doing something and you had a thought. You're like, man, I wish he would expand upon this. Let me know, and I might make a video about it. At the very least, I will definitely answer your question. But I want to scratch your itch better, and I also want you to have a lovely day and go be productive and creative. I will see you later. Goodbye.